Hello all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jai from Jai's Journey, and I'm on a journey to become debt-free and live a more stress-free lifestyle. If this sounds like a journey you want to accompany me on, think about hitting that like, subscribe, and notification bell, and let's get started with Money Monday. Hello all, and welcome to this portion of Money Monday where we go through our spending recap, but we also save our change from this past week. And we have been doing this challenge for Madeline Budgets since the beginning of our journey, but we've been saving change, and Senior saves a lot for even before then. Okay, so let's get through it. And how was everyone's weekend? I pretty much worked all weekend, which is so bad. My boss even called me on Friday and told me to take the weekend, that she didn't want to see any emails from me. She didn't want to see any incident reports or any tasks being done over the weekend, because last week was so hard. I actually took a mental day on Tuesday, and I told her I just needed I needed a day. I needed a day to recoup. I work all weekend. I work with people at my property. It's just ridiculous. So she definitely is a much more caring supervisor than I'm used to, and she wanted me to take some time off, and I couldn't. There's so much stuff going on in my property. I need to be here, and yeah, I could not. So I definitely disappointed her. Okay, my total for the changes: 1 2 3 4 450 460 461. All right, so we did do some shopping for the upcoming week on Sunday, and that's where we used most of our bills from. And what do you guys think? Where do you grocery shop? I have been doing a thing where I go to different places that have different specials, just because my grocery bill has increased. Well, my living expenses have increased since taking the new position and moving to a different part of the state. And unfortunately, my living expenses increased, but my pay did not. So I am making the same amount that I was prior, and it seems that our monthly expenses have gone up. I thought we would be saving some expenses, but we have not been. And because my mom is taking care of our RV in the country, I am paying the rent over there. So I'm paying the rent and the electricity, which should be a savings, but it's not. So that's fun. Okay. And I don't know if you guys can see this, because it is, okay, I can't even move him. He is so heavy, but barely the coins are getting through. Oh, no, it's stuck. Okay, I had to shake him and the quarter went down, but you can see that it's getting stuck already. So I'm hoping a couple more weeks and that'll be done, but I don't know how much is in here. We haven't gone through and counted what we've been stuffing since the beginning of December. So we started keeping track December 1. So it's been 6 months, 5.5 months of stuffing our change, but we haven't been counting. We've been counting, but we haven't added it up. That's what I should say. Okay, the next portion of Money Monday is our weekly spending recap. Okay, sorry about that. My babies needed some. We have a very nice patio, and my husband likes to sit out there and watch videos and those types of things. So I don't know why it's like 107 outside today. So why on earth would he do that? I have no idea, but he is, and therefore I had to take my dogs out there. But while I'm telling you this story, I'm going to hopefully put some pictures up for you guys so you can see my puppies out there enjoying the view. Okay, so Monday we ran an errand, and we ended up at a place called Sushi Cafe, and this was a week ago. Well, this is from the 3rd through the 9th, and you're probably seeing this a week ahead of time or a week after. So yeah, anyways, we ran an errand the previous week, and we ended up at this place called Sushi Cafe. It was amazing, and my husband has been talking about it ever since then. So on Monday, we have a standing date to go to lunch together, and we went to lunch, and it was $61.08. We did not have enough in our dining out fund, so we borrowed $33 from groceries. We didn't need to spend that $33 for groceries, so therefore, you know, it is what it is. Okay. On Tuesday, that was my mental day. I wanted some greasy burgers, and so I went to Bram's and got me a meal. I haven't ever tried them before, and the line is always so long, so I decided to try them. That was $10.06. For dinner, I didn't feel like cooking, so my husband picked up McDonald's, and that was $19.45. Wednesday, we went to Walmart. We bought some household items, some groceries. Wednesday, I actually went to Walmart for work, and I saw some specials on some groceries, some bottled water and beef jerky and those types of things. So I spent $4.56. I also bought a microwave cover. We just got our kitchen upgraded at my property, and another reason why I couldn't cook at home on Tuesday, my stove was missing, everything. So I found that microwave cover for $197, and then that's my beef jerky, the $168. I needed beef jerky. Thursday, another McDonald's. I haven't eaten McDonald's in like a year, and I think once you eat it, then you just continue to eat it, I guess. I'm not too sure, but I went for coffee and breakfast sandwich. My husband took the day off on Thursday, and so I bought him breakfast. Okay. Thursday afternoon, I bought my staff Taco Bell. We bought a bunch of freezes. Everybody wanted to try the Cheez-It tostada thing, and so that was $65.78. On Friday, we went out to dinner, and because I didn't think we were going to be able to do anything on Saturday and Sunday, so we went out to dinner to Outback. My husband's been craving Outback. We had a bunch of drinks. It was a hard week. Both of us had a hard week. So we ended up spending $135 there. And then I also sent my husband $65 for gas for the week. So Saturday was a no spend. I spent all day working with vendors. My husband works on Saturday. We had leftovers, so we definitely didn't need to go out to eat or anything. Sunday is our errand day, and we did our standard brunch in the morning, which was $54 including tips, so that was really good. We found a new spot and I was super excited for that. I needed Dutch Bros. So if you guys don't know, it's like a coffee shop, but they also have teas and flavored sodas and shakes and those types of things. So me and my husband got a refreshing water tea thing, and it was $9. I also filled up on gas for me, and that was $18.53. Then we went to Walmart. I do not like going to Walmart, but because we needed a bunch of different things, we decided that going to Walmart would be best. So it is what it is. Okay, so we went to Walmart. We bought household items for $38.05. Then we replenished the babies for $33.48. And we needed some home items, curtain rods, new curtains, stuff like that, and that was $34.70. And then since we were there, we decided we were going to buy groceries for the next upcoming week, which ended up to be $137.54. So now I'm going to total all of our categories, and I'll be right back. All right, hopefully I was able to fast forward through all of that, but these are the categories that we have. And if you saw me flipping back and forth, it's because I've already done highlighted colors for this month for these categories: groceries, pet care, home, miscellaneous, and dining out. And so I didn't want to do new colors. Yeah, I should maybe have like a sheet already for it, and I don't have to go back and forth, but I just did 3 new categories this week, so we'll see. Okay, so all together we spent $143.78 for groceries, which is great because we usually have around 200, so I'm happy with that. Pet care, $33.48. We usually have about $40 a week, so good on that. However, we hardly ever have a home category spending. I don't stuff for it. It just comes out of a sinking fund. So that was $34.70, and we actually had home purchase last week too as well. Okay, the next category is dining out. Dining out / date night. These kind of coincide together. That was $296.15. So we did go over budget about $100. We usually have about $100 for date night, $100 for dining out. So we did go over there, but not by too much. We did have a fancy dinner. We did have lots of drinks. So I guess I'm okay with that. Yeah. Gas was $83.53 this week. And usually we budget, the $65 is always budgeted for my husband. Mine fluctuates between $20 and $40. So $83.53 is pretty on point for us. Household items, anywhere between $25 to $30. We did go over $40 by spending $40.02. However, we needed some special cleaners for the upgraded kitchen, some stainless steel cleaners, those types of things. And then the gift comes from our sinking funds of $65.78. So total spending this week was $697.44. And I also like to see how much was credit card now and how much was cash, and make sure I pay back the credit card for that. So let me do that really quick. All right, so we paid with our credit card $280.13, which is not bad. So if for any reason we were not able to make a payment on our credit card, adding to our debt $280 is not horrible. However, our goal is not to add to our debt, so we'll go ahead and make an extra payment. And then cash for $17.31, we usually average between about $500 to $600 stuffing. So you'll see us replenish our wallet for next week's upcoming spending. So, all right, now this is Money Monday. This does come out on Money Monday, but I film it on Sunday. So today is the 9th, and we are done bulk filming, but I do wait until Sunday evening so that way we have all of our true spending for the week. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling now. If you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, please let me know. I know that there have been some new subscribers, so I'm super excited and thankful for you guys. I did want to share this quote if my new subscribers haven't seen it. This is kind of my mantra for 2024. The goal isn't more money, the goal is living life on your terms, by Will Rogers. And I completely stand by this. I don't necessarily think we need to make more money, my husband and I, but we definitely want to live life on our own terms and be debt-free and stress-free. And even if we're not debt-free, have less debt with a less amount of stress. Okay, so let's replenish our wallet. So I'll insert that video here and get set up for that. All right, our next section is our personal wallet stuffing, and this is money that we need for the week. So any of our expenses for any of our categories will be from this binder and this stuffing. Now, during our weekly recap, you saw that I did if you didn't see, when I pull out the cash to go into the deposit, I also do a credit card payment. So I am going to put in the deposit, we have 120, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 51. So 151, and I'm going to put how much I actually paid in towards the credit card right here, which was 196, and you can see that it was a little bit more because we didn't have funds in one of our wallets to cover the remainder. But that's okay. We went ahead and paid it with our buffer. And now we're going to add in those funds. Instead of depositing those funds into the bank, then withdrawing all of the money that we needed for the weekly stuffing, I went ahead and just made the payment that the credit card needed, and then we'll do our weekly stuffing now. Okay, so this is how much is going to go into our weekly binder. 100, 150, 2, 4, 6, 8, 250, 2, 4, 6, 8, 350, 4, 6, 8, 450, 470, 490, 495, 496, 97, 98, 99, 500, 501. And I know it's an odd number, but it's because of what we had left in our bank. Okay, so let's start at the end. Birthday. We do have one more birthday this month, and I know that we said that we weren't going to have any more birthdays if you're not new here, and this is what I said last week, but I was wrong. I did take a look at it, and we will have one more birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and put $10 in today, if I can find a 10. Let me make some change. Okay, I think we're just gonna put a 20 in because I can't find any change, and it'll just get us that much closer. Now, me and my husband used to get 25 per week for our spending wallet. However, we both owe the bank money. I owe money for Etsy. My husband owes for the convention collectibles that he bought, so we no longer get any funds until we pay those things off to the bank. Deposit you saw me pull out, that's any time we're at the store and we have to use a credit card, or we get cash back for the credit cards that we use, so then we just use the credit card, and so we don't accrue any more debt, we pull the money from our wallets, our envelopes, and put it towards the deposit and make a credit card payment, as you saw. Okay, miscellaneous, let's replenish back up to 25. I took out the 3, and usually we don't pull any rollover or anything like that, but I am going to show you what I'm doing with the rollover this time. Okay, medical, we have a medical credit card that we need to use, and so I don't really spend too much out of here. So this has 30. I think that's enough for this week. Pet care, we do need to replenish my pet care, and I'm not going to take any of the rollover, but I am going to put in $40 for my babies. So now they have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I know I said we were going to do something with our rollover, but I do have to replenish some of their snacks. Some of their snacks I bought are, I was trying some different ones, and they unfortunately started to become itchy, and so I don't necessarily like that too much. So I want to go back to their snacks and some other food. Okay, personal, it looks like we have 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm going to take back this 5 and 1s and put in another 20, so that's 40. Okay, household has nothing, and we have been spending so much on household, so I'm going to put $40 in. Okay, groceries still has $62. Let's put 100. And we do have to replenish some of our snacks, so let's go ahead and put another, let's do 160 this week. We used to put 200, so now that has 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 200, 220, 221, 22, and hopefully that'll help restock some meat. I like to go to Sam's and just buy a bunch of meat because I like to meal prep. So especially since I don't get as much lunch money as I used to, I want to meal prep and make sure I have money. So okay, gas, we do need to replenish, and we usually get $20 because I live on property, but I will be going out of town for a work trip, so I'm actually going to put, let me put 60 in here. because I want to make sure we have gas. I do get reimbursed for it, but I do have to pay for it up front. Okay, so dining out and date night are completely completely drained out because we had been spending a lot. So let's see how much we have left and then split it between the two, because they pretty much coincide together, but we are planning to go to some areas today. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, so 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. So 74 and 80. I think I'm okay with that. So we'll put 80 to dining out. And then we'll put 74. 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. So 74 in date night. And that's why we pulled the rollover from the other categories, because I wanted to make sure we had enough in both the dining out and date night for this upcoming weekend. All right. So there we go. You know what? I actually want to do this. So that way I can remember. It's easier for me to remember. Let's take this 20 from birthday because we wanted to put 10 anyways, and let's do 70, 80, and that way they both have 80, and we'll just do this 14 and birthday. All right, I'm completely fine with that. That makes me feel better. And now we are replenished for this upcoming week of spending. All right, let me get set up for the next segment. All right, guys, so let's get started with our bills portion of our Money Monday video. And basically, we are a month ahead in our bills, so therefore we stuff weekly a certain amount for our next bills. We are going to stuff into our bill binder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 600, 650, 7, 758. We're going to stuff $800, and I know this can be considered as a savings challenge. We could probably do some savings challenges for more fun and all those things, but bills to me are not the funnest to do. And so even though I do stuff with real cash as opposed to placeholders like I used to, I just want to make sure I'm doing it, and I don't know how to make it more entertaining for you guys. So the only thing that I will say that I've done differently for this month as opposed to next month, if you have been with me, is I get these envelopes from Spooky Budgets with these cash cheat sheets, and you can get them with customized categories, or you can get them however you want. I choose to get them blank so I can write in my bills here. So you can see that my next month's bills equal $27.13. So June bills are already saved in our bank because we saved them in May. So in here, I decided to put the placeholders of what's left for June's bills. So this is any of the bills that are due from this point from the 14th, June 14th on. Yes, it is June 10th. However, we already accounted for our bills in our regular billing account, and this is what's actually saved from the 14th through the 30th. And the reason why the 14th is in there, the reason why we're saving from that specific date is because it's the next Friday that we get paid, if that makes sense. Okay, so we have $655. The majority of our bills come out at the beginning of the month, so this is why we only need $655 left for June 14th through the rest of the month. We don't have that many bills that come due at the end of the month, which is probably why it's good for me to stay 1 month ahead, because all of our bills are due at the beginning of the month. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to stuff in June for July's bills. And these are everything that I need. I don't know if you can see. Okay. These are everything that I need, and we have the corresponding envelopes. So again, if you're not new here, I'm sorry for the long explanation. If you are new, hopefully I was able to shed some light on what we're doing today. Okay. So for the first envelope, I wonder if we should go backwards. No, let's just go forward. So the first envelope, we're going to go ahead and put $100 in. And sorry, I should have been more prepared. But basically on this side, it's the balance sheet that we keep. And so the first one is the lockaway storage. And we need $66 left. Okay. Rent, we are going to go ahead and put $200 in here. Sorry, guys. And left for rent, we need $400. Since we're going to be using both markers, we'll just keep those over. Okay. For electricity, let's go ahead and put 100. We'll need 150 left. For our payment programs, let's put 50. And we need 138. And so left, we'll need 88. For other credit cards, let's put 100. And we'll need 350 left. One main loan. Guys, hate this loan. I can't wait until we pay off our credit cards and I can just start paying extra on this loan. Okay, it's $314 every month, so we'll need $214 left. Okay, Spotify, we're not gonna do this time. Prime credit card, we're gonna put 50. Credit card, we'll owe 31. And then T-Mobile, let's put 50. And we'll owe 205. Google is $6. And we won't put anything in there today. JCPenney's is getting our last 50. Put anything on there. because we don't owe JCPenney's anymore. Well, that's what we budget every month, regardless if that's not our minimum payment. I think our minimum payment is like 20 bucks. But anyways, so we don't owe that anymore. So I'm going to keep it off. Streaming would be next. That's 63, I believe. Yeah. YouTube. Is 25. And then Geico is $2.96. Okay. So now let's calculate what we owe. Okay, now we calculated what we owe left. So it is, I put it on the balance sheet side, so it's $19.13, and basically that's all of our bills left. If we continue stuffing around $700, we'll, by the end of June, we'll have our 1 month ahead bills again. Hold on, my husband's coughing. 1 second. Okay, so sorry about that. I don't know where it was, and hopefully I can piece it together to where it doesn't seem so all over the place. But basically, if we stuff $700 for the next 3 weeks, every Friday, we will continue to be 1 month ahead. And the reason why I want to continue to do this is I find that it is so much less stressful worrying if my check is going to cover weekly expenses, if it's going to cover the bills that are due that week. My husband has a variable check as well, and well, he has a variable check. I have a salary check, so I get the same amount, so I could definitely budget that way. But me and my husband like to do things, so we like to have experiences as opposed to buying things for each other, and this includes us spending some money throughout the week. And if we're worried that our bills are if we're worried that our check is not going to cover our weekly bills, our bills that week, and our weekly expenses, then we won't be able to have those times together. And we do spend a lot of time at home where we don't spend money, but there's times where we want to go out and do things together, and that does cost a little bit of money. So, okay, that's why we continue to do that. It is working for us. I don't want to continue to have just put all of the money into the accounting bank account just because, or the bills bank account, because I'm a spender and I don't want to see that money there and say, oh, we just make it up with our next check and, get right back into the way we used to spend. So if I find it that it's in here, that it's kind of earmarked for this time, for July bills or the next month's bills, then I'm less likely to use this cash. So that's why that stays here as opposed to staying in the account. Okay, hopefully I didn't rant on too much and that wasn't too boring for you guys. Let's get set up for our next section. All right, thank you for spending your time with me on Money Monday. I know I don't have any rings on, but if you heard earlier in the video, it is about 100 degrees today, and so I got a little bloated when I was having wine at brunch. So yeah, I have small but chubby fingers. Okay, thank you for spending your Monday with me. Hopefully you found it entertaining, you found it honest, dare I say inspiring. I'm not too sure why somebody would watch my content, but anyways, thank you. You are loved, you're appreciated, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.